Trust in love, because it is the only trust that is never misplaced. December 28, 2014. Here in the spiritual realms, where you will soon be able to gain instant and limitless access whenever you wish, we continue to observe with delight the enormous ongoing progress that humanity is making towards its inevitable awakening. It is inevitable, and the moment of its occurrence is closer in every moment. There is only the now moment, which is infinite, never-ending, in which all happens, in which all that is exists. And you are going to become aware of that and then open to it, whereupon you will be overwhelmed with amazement at the wonder of it, and in the newfound awareness that you have always been here. Nothing has ever been withheld from you, it is just that the illusion which you built, and which seems to contain and limit you, has been a very convincing and long drawn-out dream. So convincing that you fear to release yourselves from it because you believe that should you do so, your existence will be terminated because there seems to be nothing apart from it. Of course, nothing could be further from the truth. You are all eternal beings playing with limitation and termination, death, oblivion, nothingness, through the illusion of time. You do get momentary feelings or sensations that life is far more than you imagine it to be, that it should be uplifting, inspiring, truly joyful, but you mostly dismiss those feelings as childish nonsense, childish dreams that you have outgrown. And you teach your children the same lessons. But today's children are refusing, on a massive scale, to learn those ridiculous lessons, and they are demonstrating to you, by the way they are choosing to live, how misguided you have been. And that is yet another reason for rejoicing. Today's children are far less unconscious or unaware of their divine heritage, and are far less willing to cover their light with a dark cloak and kowtow to the rules and dogmas of their families, cultures, and religions. They absolutely know that those rules and dogmas are insane, but many of them have not yet reached the point at which it comes fully into their conscious human awareness, or the point at which they are ready to disclose to you and to others their knowledge and understanding. They love you and do not wish to frighten you. Many of you would be frightened if your beliefs and perceptions were suddenly and irretrievably removed by their being shown to you to be illusory. However, love does not work against your free will, and your beliefs and perceptions are free will choices that you have chosen to accept and be ruled by. Love accepts that free will choice and waits patiently for your inevitable change of mind. When you are ready, you will discard them. But, at present, many are not ready. They wish that they were, but their fears have a strong hold over them because they have been shamed and misled so many times when their trust in another was betrayed. Their ability to sense when they can truly trust another, including God, has been weakened by their experiences within the illusion where they are desperate to find someone they can trust and who will love them for themselves, unconditionally. And it has been during that search for someone to trust and love that they have so often been misled and betrayed. Love is all that there is. The divine truth of this is seeping into every human heart, but the courage to accept it is still a little lacking. What if I am just imagining this? If I open in love, and behave only lovingly, I will be taken advantage of. I will be betrayed yet again. I had better wait and see what others are doing. But to wait is to delay the inevitable, and there is no need to delay. You are also well supported from the Godhead, your divine source, and by all of us in the spiritual realms that you can safely open to love and offer it freely. You may get your foot trodden on occasionally, but that is all that can go wrong. Trust in love, because it is the only trust that is never misplaced. Your experiences of love betrayed in human relationships occurred because you loved conditionally and expected something back, felt that you were owed something in return for loving someone. That, of course, is not love, that is an attempt at bargaining, the setting up of a business arrangement, and business is extremely competitive, it moves on when it is offered a better deal. That has been your experience many times throughout the eons as you have incarnated again and again as humans seeking love in all the wrong places. There is only one place that you will find love, and that is within yourselves when you visit your holy inner sanctuary and accept yourselves unconditionally. Release all your self-judgments, your self-doubts, your self-flagellations, and utterly accept the fact that you are, each and every one of you, perfect divine beings created from love, in love, and that all your perceptions and beliefs to the contrary are unreal, illusory. What God creates is everlasting and unchanging, and He created you. Let go of all your unreal self-assessments in which you find yourselves in any way inadequate, less than someone else, not as good as someone else, and, sometimes, better than someone else. Every one of you is eternally and infinitely loved by God, and that state of being, which is perfection, cannot be altered, it is permanent. Victims, martyrs, those who see themselves as downtrodden or walked on, often justify themselves by pretending that they are being good and that their suffering pleases God or me, and they rejoice in that suffering because they believe that they have been promised restitution and even perhaps vengeance in the next life, the afterlife, when those who have made them suffer are cast permanently into the fires of hell. Another insane idea amazingly developed in the illusion to use against your enemies, everyone who does not agree with you, who tries to make you wrong. Every one of you is the center of the universe. God is one, you are each one with Him, and He is the center from which all of creation extends, the center of the universe. However, within the illusion, your egos, in their terrified state of separation, have used that concept to build themselves up at the expense of all others, the egoic belief that everyone is a separate island, alone and threatened by all that surrounds it, by being smarter, stronger, better informed, better armed. But the fear remains that someone else who is stronger and smarter may appear at any moment, and that fear, that unknown threat has to be prepared for and defended against, if possible, even preemptively destroyed before it has a chance to destroy you. You do need an ego to live competently in the illusion, but the vast majority of you have elevated it to the state of an idol which you adore and worship in the form of your bodies and brains, and then allow and encourage to advise and control you. And it is very competitive, encouraging you to engage in conflicts and disagreements in which it attempts to destroy the egos of others and prove to you that you, through its skill and wisdom, are the best, the winner, the one who is right. And then you have to do it again, and again, and again, interminably. When you engage in love with a powerful intent, your ego will object, but it is in awe of love, terrified of it. So, when you attempt and intend to be loving and you encounter fear and anxiety, realize that you are engaging with your ego and choose to ignore or bypass it, thus allowing your true self to guide and direct you. When you do, peace will flow in, and you will feel the love that constantly holds you in its loving embrace, waiting ever so patiently and lovingly for you to turn towards it and return that embrace. When you do, you will confirm your acceptance of the eternal divine offer which has been waiting for just that acceptance so that its love may comfort and console you, awakening you to your eternal and joyous inheritance. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com